background image, right? So these are the three things which I said in the last class. Okay. So I said how to represent the colors. So the colors can be represented with the name, and this can be a solid color names, or this can be given with shading color names. You can also represent a color. You can also represent a color with what value, and that is called as a color value. And this color value is represented in hexadecimal format. And as I said, how to represent in a single digit format, and one more is in what? Double digit format. And even even it is, so I said color value is prefixed with what here? Hash. So this color value technically are called hexa codes or hexadecimal value format. Okay. Now you have a different formats like red, green, and blue. So most of the colors are represented with these three colors, that is red, green, and blue. And I said how this conversion is done, and even I said the syntax, right? This is a syntax. And after that I said how to change the text color, and this text color is done by using text. So after that I said about how to set the background image. Yes, I said how to set the background image, and you set the background image by using an attribute called background. So this attribute is used to define the background image. And I said whenever you set the background image, you need to see that this image should be in your folder. Which folder? Images folder. You don't put something somewhere else and give the path. Okay. You have to put in the same folder, images folder. So this image can be styled using what? CSS. You cannot directly style it. The background image can be styled by using CSS. I said there are some properties out there in CSS, that is background size, background repeat, background position, and background attachment. So where you write this style, within which tag? Style tag. And which tag you are styling it? Body. And within the body, which one you are styling it? Background. So you are trying to define the background size with the width, height, cover, and content. You are defining the background position where you want to place the background image, that is a top, bottom, left, right, and what? Center. And the background repeat can be no repeat, or repeat, or repeat X and repeat Y. Whether you want the background attachment should be a fixed or it should be scrollable. But by default it is what? Scroll. But if you don't want to scroll it, then you can go for what? Fixed. So these are the things what I said in the last class. Very simple. Very simple. And then next is, let me tell you remaining attributes. So that is called as what here? Alignment. Alignment. So this is called as an alignment here. So alignment defines the flow of text. Generally, what this alignment defines is the flow of text. How you want the flow of text within the body. You want the flow of text within the body from left to right or right to left. Okay, that you can define it by using what here? Alignment. Alignment. Okay. So the alignment, generally alignment, what is the meaning of alignment is? Alignment defines the flow of text within body. The flow of text within body, that is defined by the alignment, right? Okay, right? See, what we are talking about is background image. Body image, background. Background, you can put how many images? Only one image. You cannot put multiple images at the background, right? If you want to place multiple images, then you have to use another tag. You want to place multiple images, then you have to use another tag. So the background, you can put only one image. Okay. So background, you can put only one image. You cannot put multiple images. No, 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 that is not see. So yes, alignment defines the flow of text within the body, right? See, these are the attributes belongs to the body. So whenever you set anything of the body, that is applicable to what complete body or web page. Okay. So the content of the body, that is applicable to the content of the body or the content of the page. Okay. So alignment defines the flow of text within the body. But how it is? I said left alignment, right alignment, center alignment, and one more is a justify. Now let us see how this alignment is done. How this alignment is done. Okay, there's a simple logic here. People are not able to install live server only. What is there in that? There is a extension is there here. Extension and search for live server. Live server means you'll get the live server. Okay, select the live server and what do you do it? Install it. If you install the live server, you'll get the live server here. Okay, if you click on go live, then it will open your project with the startup page within the browser. That's all. It is not a very big task. Okay, right? Yes. So, okay. Now here, if you see this is a content here. So, right. Let us take another page here. Not the same page. Now select. See how you do it. Generally, if you want to insert image in images, you have to select which folder? Images. And see here, yesterday I have taken one image. What is that image? Banner.avif. It means your browser should support this image. If your browser doesn't support this image is not displayed at what background. That's the reason some people they send a message. So background image is not displayed means I said them to download which one? JPG. Download which image? JPG image. So whatever image you are using, that image should supported by what browser. If the browser doesn't support that image, then this image is displayed or not displayed? Not displayed. So you have to always select the images which are supported by what browser, right? So most of the browsers supported what JPG, GIF, okay, WMF. These kind of images supported by what browser. If not, you convert. If not, you convert this image into what JPG format. You try to convert this image into which format? GIF format. But don't stop it like sir, it is not displaying it. Why it is not displaying? There are two reasons. One reason is whether image is not in a proper location. If image is not in the proper location, even you don't get the image. You don't get the image displayed at what background. Okay, you have to remember that. Okay, there are different reasons why you don't get the image. Okay, okay. Now that is what you have to understand. Very simple. You are not installing so many things. You are installing VS Code and you are installing live server and you are creating a directory structure and you are using it. You are creating a directory structure and you are using it. Some students, they are not getting favorite icon. Why you don't get it? See, is it I have done anything? If it is in proper location, then you'll get it. If it is not in proper location and if you try to put one big image as icon, will it display? Na? No. I said should be a small image icon. Favorite icon means it should display on the title, right? On the title, you cannot display the image which is 500 by 500 or 600 by what? 600. You cannot display it. It will display it, but it show it as a blank. So the size, I said no, maximum size can be either 30 by 30 or 16 by 16. If you give very big image, you want to put your photograph on title, will it display? Na? No. So it should be very small image. That is what favorite icon is. Okay. Yes. Now see here. I try to create. Now, if you want to create a page, now wherever you want, you don't click it. See where you want to create a page in public. Select the public only. You blindly select somewhere, somewhere you select wherever, where you are, you don't know. Just to select new or just to select what new. But where it will create file, you don't know. So you have to know it where the file is. Suppose you want to create a file in public, select the public. If you want to create a file in SRC, select SRC. You want to create a file in docs, select the docs. If you want to create image, then select what image. But you have to see that all these files will be organized properly. Now select the public and create one page. Now I'm trying to use another page here, layout to 2 dot, layout to 2 dot what, HTML. Layout to 2 dot HTML. Now I just use and press the tab. Now here I'm trying to type some text. Okay, here I'm trying to type some text. Okay, now how can you display the text? I said what I want to type the paragraph. What is the shortcut? Uh, LO. Yes. Just press enter. Okay. So just press enter. So you can copy this. You can copy this text. Now this is the content. Okay. This is the content which I taken. So this is different content, right? So what is the default alignment? Okay. If you open with the live server, you can see here. So what is the default flow of the text within the body from left to right? See, you can see if the text is not adjusted here, what is displayed here? Space. See here, you have a space, right? Why there is a space here? Because, okay, this word is doesn't fit here. If the word is not fit here, then automatically it will go to which line? Next line. So because of that, you find some unaligned text at which side? Right side. When the text alignment is what? Left. So the flow of text is from left to what here? Right. The flow of text is from left to right. Okay. But if you want to change the alignment, so within the body, you use one attribute called which one? Align. Align, and here anyway by default it is a left. You don't require to write again left, right. You don't require to write again left. So by default it is a left only. Suppose if you want the align should be a right, then what do you do it? You just use the alignment as what? Right. Now this is right alignment. If we say right alignment, the flow of text is from right to left. Then you can see some spaces at which side? Right side. Because suppose this is, now see text is from left to right, but alignment is from right to left. So what will happen? See here, last word is, this is the last word, right? This is the last word, but is it this word is fit here? Is it this word is fit here? No. Then automatically it will go to the next line. But there is a space at which which side? Left side or right side? Left side. There is a space at left side, right? There is a space at left side. If the alignment equal to what? Right. Suppose I'm trying to select the alignment as what? Center. Here the alignment is center. Now you can find some spaces at left side as well as what? Right side. You find some spaces at left side as well as right side. But most of the times you go for, in development, you just go for which one? Justify. Now justify means fit within the width. See here. Fit within the width. Now you don't have any spaces at left side and what? Right side. It is fit within the width of the body. It is fit within the width of what? A page, or it is fit within the body. So you don't find any spaces at right side, or you don't find any spaces at what? left side. Getting on it. Now that you call it as which one here? Justify. Justification means, okay, fit. I mean, place the content according to the width of the line, or according to the width of what, each row, or according to the width of the body. That you call it as which one here? Justify. But most of the times you'll go for which one? Justify. Instead of using a left, instead of using a right, instead of using what? Center. But this is applicable to the complete content of the body, because you are trying to set the property, you are trying to set the attribute of which one? Body. So whatever content is there in the body, that is what? Justify. Whatever content is there in the body, that is what you are justify. Okay. So that is what you mean by it. So there is a left alignment. So what is the left? So here left means nothing more on this. So align text within, align text within body from left to right, from left to right. Okay. In left alignment, if in left alignment, flow of text is flow of text is from flow of text is from left to right. If the text is not fit at which side? Right side. If the word is there, it is not fit at what? Right side, then it will go to which line? Next line, without adjusting what? Content. So that is where you'll see some spaces at which side? Right side, right? So that is what you mean by left. Okay, there is one more, which is called as a right. So align text, align text within body, align text within body from right to left, right to left. In right alignment, in right alignment, in right alignment, in right alignment, flow of text is from, flow of text is from, okay, where? Right to left. So you get some spaces at which side? Left side. Okay, you get some spaces at left side, and there is a center. Align text, align text. If it is one line, I'll explain again this here. Align text within body in the middle, in the middle or what? Center. In center alignment, in center alignment, in center alignment, in center alignment, center alignment, the flow of text is, flow of text is from center to left and what? Right. From center to left and right. That is called center alignment. So there is a justify. So justify. Okay, there is a justify. So align text, align text, align text within body according to what here? Width. According to width. Okay, it will align the text. It will try to adjust the text. Adjust the text according to the width of the body. Align the text within body according to the width. That is called as which one here? Justify. Justify means that. Okay. Alan, keyword is not working in HTML. In my system, it is working, no? What year? In my system is working. In your system, not working. Uh, not aligned. Not aligned. Not working means it is not aligning. Yeah. See here. See, I'll take only not see people what they'll do is alignment. Alignment means okay. Now here I'll write left. Left means here I'll write HTML. HTML is a markup language. Okay, markup language. Now I write like this. Okay, now so only how many words are there? One, two, three, four. Okay. Okay. So HTML is a markup, right? Now if you see this, what is the flow of text from left to right? So HTML is a markup language, right? Now you change the alignment from left to what here? Right. So where is the text now? HTML is a markup language, right? So if I'm writing here center, I write here center. Okay, just to see here. If I write center, now where is the text is in HTML is a markup language. But what will happen if I write justify? What will happen if I write justify? Justify. So if I say justify, okay, HTML is a markup language. Are you find any difference in left and justify? No. But when you find the difference between left and justify, if you have more content, sorry, if you have more content, suppose I write justify, but are you find any difference? No, no. So when you find the difference, if you have more content, if you have a more content, then you find the difference between left and what? Justify. That's the reason I've taken a lot of text here. You have to take a lot of text. If it is one, then you don't find any difference. You don't find any difference because alignment is belongs to paragraphs. Alignment is belongs to what? Paragraph only. Okay. Now this is which alignment? Tell me now. This is which alignment? Are you finding any space at right side? No. It means it is what? Justify. Very good. Justify. It is a justify. Means text is adjusted within the width. Text is adjusted within the width. If I am writing here left, if I am writing here left, now you can see. Can you see some space at right side or not? Yes. Because when the word is not fit here, automatically go to the next line. But it doesn't adjust what space. Next word spaces, it doesn't adjust it. If it is which alignment? Left alignment. Okay. But is it this line is adjusted within same line? No. You can find some spaces at which side? Right side. Okay. That is where you find the difference between justify and what? Yes. Left. Right. Okay. Right. Yes. So this is called as a justify. Now you can type the content and you can practice it. Now this is justify. I just take an example of justify here. Now this is an example. You just modify this alignment and here I'm writing it as what? Justify. Right. Okay. Then next we'll go for another. So after this alignment, next what you have is a so after this alignment, what you have here? Margins. After this alignment, next what you have is margin. So body is having a margins, right? Margins. So margins. What you are talking about is margins. How you add a comment? I'm trying to add a comment in HTML using exclamatory, but it is not working. Which one how you added a comment? Tell me. Don't add like a C language or C++ or Java. Commenting is nothing but writing some information. Telling on it. Okay. You cannot put one tag in comment. No. Okay, that is not possible, right? So commenting means you just write information. You put information. I'll explain that. I'll explain that. That's just wait. Okay. But commenting means don't think something else like C or C++ and Java or Python. Okay. The way how you write a comment, multi-line comment, single line comment. No. Your comments are just to provide some information. I'll discuss about that. But what is the margins? So within the body, so margin is nothing but a space between the the space between the what is the margin here is. Now if you see this, okay, here, this is here. Backside students, listen. If you are not interested, you can go out, no problem. Okay, but don't come to the class just seeing the mobiles, right? If you are not interested, no attendance here. Okay, no attendance, nothing. If you are not interested, don't come to the class and don't sit at the back and start seeing mobiles, right? If you are not interested, get lost, no problem. Okay, backside. If you want to listen, then only come to the class. No attendance, nothing. If any other batch is there, you go to that batch also, no problem. Okay. So Monday onwards, one person will be there at the back. Okay, he'll watch and he'll inform. Okay, who's doing mobiles? Okay, who's seeing the mobiles? Then I'll throw. Definitely I'll throw. To whom you complain? Management. Huh? How you complain? Sir, throwed my mobile. Huh? They will say, very good. What you did? Sir, I watch mobile in the classroom. You will get parents. Huh? Get. Huh? You complained. Huh? You complained. No problem. What year? So what is a so what I'm telling you is what is a margin? So margin is nothing but the space between the border and the content, so that you can call it as which one? Margin. This is called as a margin here. So from the border, how much space you are giving it, that you call it as which one? Margin. See here, actually what I'm talking about is this is your page. Actually, this is your page, right? From page border, whatever space you give, this you call it as which one? Margin. So this is called as a left margin. This is called as a top margin, and this is called as a right margin, and this is called as a bottom margin. So margin is nothing but from here, border. From border, okay, what space you are giving, that you call it as which one? Margin. From border, what space you are giving, that is called as a margin. Okay. Yes. So how you set this margin? You are trying to use some attributes here, that is left margin, right margin, okay, top margin, bottom margin, like that. So the margin is nothing but the margin is nothing but space given from okay, here I'm saying space given from where, which border? Page border. Space given from page border to content. Content is called which one here? Margin. The margin is nothing but space given from page border to what? Content. So this margin, okay, this margin is set. This margin is set using some four attributes are there. There are four attributes. One is, okay, what is the name of this left margin? There is a left margin. There is a right margin. Okay. So there is a top margin. Okay. There is a bottom margin, top margin, bottom margin. Like this, you find some margins, right? You find some margins here. And this margin, I'm telling you first how to set the margin in pixels, right? How to set the margin in pixels, right? How to set the margins in pixels, right? What I'm telling you, what you're asking. Uh, I'm telling you margin, you're asking some other tag. I should tell your tag, sir. What here? Uh, so the margin is nothing but a space given from the page border to the content, and the margin is set using four attributes. One is the left margin, right margin, top margin, and one more is a bottom margin. Okay, right? So what is the syntax of this? You are trying to write like this. So the syntax is, now this is a syntax. So where I'm telling you some body and you are trying to use one attribute. And what is the name of the attribute? Left margin. Name of the attribute is left margin and it followed by the value. And then I'm using right margin and it followed by the value. Okay, it followed by the value. Okay. And then you are trying to use, what is this here? Top margin. Okay, top margin and equal to what? Value. Comma, you are trying to define bottom margin, but it is not compulsory to define all this, right? So whichever margin you want to set, just use that attribute and set it. So bottom margin equal to value. So this is how the body value can be given directly. So this is a body and here you write the content. Here you write the content. So this is a content here. And after that you are trying to close which one? Body. You're trying to close the body here. Okay. Now this is how you set the which margin? Bottom margin, left margin, top margin, right margin. Okay. So this is how you have to set it. Okay. Okay. Right. Now you can say in other words, okay, this alignment margin, this margin sets, you can say this margin sets the space between what? Page border, page border and what? Content. This set the space between the page border and what? Content. That is done by using which one? Margins. So this margin or margin sets the space between the page border and what? Content. How much space you want it? That you define it by using that. Okay. After lorem, what is used? You remove this, no problem. This is by mistakenly it is come. By mistakenly it is come, right? Okay, right? Now suppose assume that now here I try to put the alignment is left, alignment is a left, or I am using left margin. I just use a left margin in some pixels. Generally this margin is defined in what? Pixels. What is a pixel? A pixel is nothing but the smallest individual unit within the graphical interface, right? A smallest individual unit. It means one dot. One dot can be called as what here? Pixel. Now I try to give how many pixels at the left side? 50 pixels. Now this is called as which margin here? Left margin. Left margin. This is a left margin. You can see this is a left margin. You can increase the left margin. Suppose I am giving a left margin is 150. I have given the left margin is what? 150. Now you can see some space at which side here? Left side. But don't think that there is a space at which side? Right side, because we have not said which margin? Right margin. But when you see this word, this particular word is not fit here. This particular word is not fit. Because of that, you have some space at which side? Right side. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll try to make this alignment. Okay, we'll make this alignment. What I'm using alignment. I'm just using alignment as what? Justify. So that you can avoid that space. Now you can see here. So this is a left margin. This is a left margin. I set the left margin and I try to set which margin here? Right margin. I just given the right margin is what? 10 pixels. Right margin. But I said alignment is what? Yes. Alignment is justified. We just remove this alignment. Okay. Yes. No, it is not in percentage. It is not in the percentage. Percentage is different than what here? Pixels. If we take this is a width. This width is what here? 100%. Okay, this you can call it as 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 6%, 7%. Now total how much percentage? 100. Okay, na? But when it comes to the pixels, I said it is one small dot. A small dot can be called as one pixel. A small dot can be called as what? Pixel. For example, you will say 100. 100 is a value. Suppose 50% is what? 50. What is the 50% of 100? 50. What is the 50% of 50? 25. What is the 50% of 25? 12.5. Like this, right? 12.7 or something, right? Okay, that is how the percentage is. Percentage is different than what? Giving in what? Pixels. Now you can define the left margin. You can define the right margin. You can define what here? Top margin. I just given the top margin. What is the top margin? I've given some 50. Now left margin also I'm giving 50. So left margin is 50 and top margin also what here? 50. But I cannot give the bottom margin because if you want to define the bottom margin, it should have more content. It should have more content. Suppose I assume that I define the bottom margin. Okay. I just define the bottom margin. Bottom margin is some, I said 200. What is the bottom margin I've given? 200, right? So I try to copy the same content. I try to copy the same content here. Same content I'm copying it. Okay, same content I copied number of times and just come to the page. Now you required more. So more content you required because okay, where your content ends. Okay, from there. Now you can see there is a space here or not. Yes. So this is called as which margin? Bottom margin. This is called as a bottom margin. What is the bottom margin I've given? 200. Suppose if I remove this bottom margin, if I remove this bottom margins, if I remove this bottom margin, if I am removing this bottom margin, see, this margin is set to what? Page. This margin is set to the page. Page content is adjusted within the margin. Left margin, right margin, top margin, and one more is what? Bottom margin. It is only within the page. Within the page. Just try to remember this. Okay. So this is a top margin and I just given the bottom margin. And what is the bottom margin I've given? 10. Okay. Bottom margin is given 10. You should have more content. Content if you display it, then you can find difference between the left margin, top margin, and what is that? Bottom margin, right? Okay, suppose whenever you are choosing the margin, right, always you have to choose a margin content based on the width of the page. For example, if the width of the page is, suppose if the width of the page is what, some 1250. How many pixels are there? 1250. This is generally a screen of which one? Desktop. If you see the desktop screen, what is the width of this screen pixels? 1250. Yesterday I showed you how this resolution is set. Suppose this width is how much here? 1250 or 1200. Suppose if it is 1250 or 1200, if I'm using a left margin, I'm just giving a left margin as what? 500. I just given left margin as a 500. Left margin is given how much? 500. Left margin is given how much here? 500. So is it content is set or not? Yes. But there is some space at which side? Left side. It means whenever you are developing a page, responsive page, okay, what will happen? If the content is, if the content should be adjusted according to which width, device width. That you call it as which one? Responsive, right? So whatever content you are displaying within the page, that should be adjusted in what? Any device. It should be adjusted in what? Any device. Suppose if you are trying to give the space at which side, or you are trying to give the space at which side, left side. Suppose if you try to open this in the mobile, what will happen? If you try to open this in the mobile, what will happen? Suppose your mobile size or your mobile width or mobile body width or mobile width is 500. Is it content is scrolled which side? Right side. The content is scrolled which side? Right side. Then you should not give a space in a such a way that the content will not be displayed in what? Other devices. You don't give more. You always give the width based on, always you give the alignment based on the width of the device. Width of the device. You don't give 500, you will go for 50, or you will go for which one? 10. Now you can see some space. Sorry. Which side we have given? Left margin. So 10 spaces. Increase it. Increase it and you can see there is a space. You can see at which side? Right side. Left side. You can see some space at which side? Left side. So there is one more thing. Now whenever you set the left margin, I said the left margin as well as which one? Top margin. I said the left margin and top margin by giving just 50 and what? 60. It is set both the margins here. It is set both the margins, top margin as well as what? Bottom margin. If you set only left, then it is also set which margin? Right margin also. Okay. Equally. It is equally set or not? Yes. You can see the spaces at left side. You can see the spaces at what? Right side. You can see the spaces at top. You can see the space at what? Bottom. But if you want to give it individually, now you don't want the equal space at which side? Right side. You don't want equal space at which side? Right side. Because margin means the content should be fit within the spaces or not. Yes. So you should take the margin equally. Left to right, you should take what? Equally. Top bottom, you should take what? Equally. If I said only left margin, it will take automatically which margin value? Right margin, left margin value as what? Right margin. If I set the top margin, it will take which value? Top margin value as what? Bottom margin value. Suppose you want to change the right margin or bottom margin, you can use the attributes called which one? Right margin as well as what? Bottom margin. But you want to set both equal, then set only which margin? Left margin. Set only which margin? Top margin. Just to try to understand this. Okay. Yes. Yeah, this is how you try to set the margins. So margin is nothing but a space. Margin is nothing but set the space between the page border and what? Content. But this is applicable to complete body. This is applicable to what? Complete body. Okay, then next you have some more. Two more tags are there. Yes. Understood? All of you? You understood margin? What is a margin? Space between the page border and content. The space between the page border and content is called which one? Margin. So if you set the left margin, it takes which one? Right margin. If you set the top margin, it will take what? Bottom margin. You don't want the same space taken at left side. You want the same space at what? Right side. Then you can set which margin? Right margin also, right? Yes. Right. The next one is now you have two more attributes here. One is a link. One is a link. One is a link. Example means I'll write here example. A simple example I'm writing. A simple example I'm writing. Some body. So there is a body and I just write a left margin and it followed by the value. And here I'm saying top margin. It followed by which one? Value. But this value should be given within double quotes. This value can be given within a single quotes. And here you write the content and this content is adjusted within the body. This content is adjusted within the body, right? Then there is two more attributes out there. One is called as a link. One is called as a link and one more is a V link. So A link and V link. Now these are belongs to the links. So what is A link? A link attribute. This is an attribute called A link. So this attribute, okay, this attribute is used to set a active link color. Active link color. A link. This attribute is used to set which color? Active link color. Active link color. Now there is one more attribute is there, that is V link. Now this attribute is used, this attribute is used to set so visited link color. This is to set which color? Visited link color. It is used only to set the colors, active link color and visited link color. Sometimes what will happen in a web page? What will happen in web page is you find some links. Yeah, you can give it. I said no left margin and you can use the attribute directly left and right. Set left is 30 and right is 0. Then it will work. Okay. Padding will discuss. Padding will discuss. Okay, right? Now if you see this, now this is page, right? In this page, you find some links. In this page, what do you find here? Links. You find the links, right? So these links, you call it as which link? Hyperlink. Suppose you find a link called which one? Home. You find a link called which one? Some courses. You find some link called which one? Contact. So you find a link, something like some XYZ. What these are? These are called, okay, these are called which links? Hyperlinks. Where you link one page with what? Another page. You link one page with the another page or you link one website with what? Another website. Even that can be done by using links. But generally this is done. We have a topic on this, but let me tell you, there is one tag is used. What is the name of the tag? A. A means what here? Anchor tag. Now this is a tag which is used for, this is a tag which is used, okay, to create a link between one resource to what? Another. Okay, now you are linking one page with another page. You are linking one site with another site. You are linking the content of one page. A is nothing but anchor tag. So what will happen if you click on home? Suppose what will happen if you click on home? If you click on home, it just visit which page? Home page. If I click on, if I click on courses, then it visit which page? Courses page. If I click on some contact, it will visit which page? Contact page. But how you know it? Is it this link is visited or not visited? By seeing what? Color. Yes or no? When you open it, the color get what? When you open it, the color get what? Changed. When you open it, when you open this link, when you open this link or when you click on this link, the color get what? Changed. And that color you call it as which color? Visited link color. That color is called as which color? Visited link color. But there is one more color. What is that another color? Active link color. Active link. It means this is active or not. That can be checked by using which color? A link. Active link, and one more is what? Visited link. Active link or visited link, right? So these colors you can define it by using a link or what? V link. Just to see here. I'll just tell you with one simple example. So what is that is? See, okay, suppose I remove this margins here. I remove these margins, and within the body, I'm just using A. You learn more about this anchor. You learn more about this anchor. Don't worry. Okay. href means hyper reference or hyperlink reference. Hyper reference or hyperlink reference that represents what? Address. That represent address of the resource. Okay, address of the resource. Now here I'm writing href, hyperlink reference, hyperlink reference. Reference means address. Reference means what here? Address. Suppose here I'm writing some, www dot, what I'm saying here, naresheti.com, www.naresheti.com, and here I'm just displaying a message. Okay, what is that here? Naresh IT. Okay, Naresh IT. So it means whenever I click on this Naresh IT, it just open which website? nareshit.com. This is called as one link. This is called as what? Link. Yes, yes, right. Even in the emails, the unvisited mails will be in bold, and after visiting the mails, that will be in regular or not. Yes, that is what you call it as active and visited. Okay, now if you open this, now you can see this is active. Sorry, this is link. This is one link. Now I click on this. I need to give this HTTP complete thing. So otherwise it will take the current path. Okay. So I just given like this. Now I click on Naresh IT. When I click on Naresh IT, why it's taken public? Is there or not? Href, naresheti.com. It's public. Yes. Where it is my page is in public, right? Uh, we have to change this. Uh, you don't require to give this. It will open directly. So there is error here. It's looking in what? Public. Should not take as public here. Is a problem here. Actually, it will open. So when you click on this, It will just open which website, nareshid.com. Okay. Yeah, that is what I've written here. HTTPS slash slash. Yeah, that is what we have written. No. So once you, yeah, okay. Now you can see HTTPS is there. Now here, this is called, now I open. Now when you click on this, when you click on this link, what happened here? It is open one website. What is that website is open? nareshid.com. So here HTTPS, but I've taken HTTP, right? Okay. Now just click on the back. Just click on the back. Now you can see the color is get changed or not. Yes. Here color is get what? Changed. Color is get changed to some violet color or something, right? So this indicates it is which color? Visited color. It means you already visited this link. Already you visited this particular link. So that you call it as which link color? V link color. V link. Suppose I'm writing A. So A href. I'm just writing HTTP. Okay, slash slash. So www dot some google dot com. Now this is what here? Google. I just open Google here. Okay. I just press break, the line break. Now you can see the difference between these two links or not? Yes. So this is which color? Visited link color. And this is visited link color or not visited? Not visited. Now once I click on this, it will try to open what? Google. Google, right? So Google, and if I click on back, now it is changed the color to visited or not? Yes. It is changed to what here? Visited, right? Okay, visited color. Now you want to change this visited color. You want to change this visited color of all the links available in what? Body. It is not applicable to one link. It see, whatever you do in the body, that is applicable to the complete page. Body is nothing but what? Page. If you are setting the background color, that set the background of what? Page. If you align it, that set the alignment of what? Page. Whatever you write within the body, attributes applicable to what? Page only. It is applicable to what? Page, right? So body, and here I am writing V link. I am writing here V link, visited link color. Now you just define the color. Which color I am giving is visited link color. I'll just give it as which is visible, right? I said yellow. What I said here? Yellow. Visited link color is what? Yellow. So can you see the color in what here? Yellow. Or we'll change it otherwise. So what we'll see is like something green, right? What is a visited link color? If you open it, you can see the visited link color is what? Green. Okay, but previously it was some other color or not? Yes. So visited link color, and there is one more color. What is that? A link. A link is nothing but active link color. Active link color. Okay, I just given active link color as what? Red. Active link color is a red. Now see here. Active link color is a red. Now if I refresh it. Now how to find the active link color? You just move the cursor on this. You move the cursor to the link and hold the control and press. Now this is called as which color here? Active link color. Hold the control and press, or just press otherwise. Okay, that you can call it as which one? Active link color. This is active link color. Okay, this is visited link color, and this is what? Active link color. Yes. Now here, I think you understood this is active link, and this is what here? This is, see, this is visited link, and this is what? Active link. How can you see the active link color? By just clicking on the link. If you're clicking on the link, then you'll get which color? Active link color. Otherwise, you write one more link here. Write one more link here. This is one more link I'll write. This is another link. where I'm writing some, what is it? Some facebook.com. I just written facebook.com. Okay. Now this is what here? Facebook. Okay. This is a Facebook and open with the live server. Okay. Now you can see this is Naresh Shetty and Google. And what is the color here? Blue. Because is it a visited? No. It is not visited, right? Now what is the color is blue. So what is a, see, don't think that active link color means it will display with the default color, right? Active link means if you click on it, if you click on it means is it, this is available or not. Sometimes what will happen, some links will be there, but those links will not be available. Then how can you check it? By just clicking on it. Now it means this is active. I can open it. This is active. I can open it. Now it is changed to which color? Visited link. Active link, and one more is what? Visited link. Yes. By default, link is what? Blue only. By default, link is what? Blue. How can I change the link color? We'll discuss that later. But now these are the attributes belongs to what? Body. That is V link, and one more is what? A link. Right? Yes. Is it, this is clear, right? Yeah. What is the use of it? See, what is the use whether you read the page or not read the page? How you know it whether you read this page or not read the page? You mark it. You mark it or not. See, I read this page because my website is having so many pages. I move from one page to another. Suppose there is a book, there is a tutorial, you have so many courses. So many courses are there. I started with one course HTML. I visited what? HTML. But remaining I have not visited. Remaining all I have not visited. How can I identify? I open HTML, I have not opened CSS, I have not opened what? JavaScript, by just seeing what? By seeing what? Color. If if the color get changed, it means now that course you visited. That course you visited. Remaining courses you have not visited. Now that is how you do it in application development, by just giving V link as well as what? A link. But sometimes link will be there, but that will not be, the link will be there, but that will not be active. Then how can I find out is it that is active or not? By just click the button. Click the button. If the color is changing, then that you call it as which one? Active link. Right? Yes. That is how you do it. Okay? Yes. Now these are the 10 attributes which belongs to what? Body. How many attributes we have seen? 10 attributes, right? What is the first one? Tell me here. What is the first one? How many attributes are there? 10 are there, no? What is the first one? Basic color. Second is text color. Next one is uh, background. Background. Next is a background. Next align. Next margins. Next is a margins. How many margins? Left, right, top, bottom. Left margin. Okay, right margin. Left margin, right margin, top margin, bottom margin. Bottom margin, like this you are trying to set all the margins. Okay. Then next is a link. A link, and one more is a B link. That is, you are only saying it is a paragraphs, right? You are saying, sir, I want to do two paragraphs with different margins. Paragraphs you are saying. Paragraphs will be there in the book. Okay, in the book you can set the margin for each paragraph. Paragraph margin is different. This is paragraph margin or body margin. Body, web page margin. This is web page margin. Page margin. Left margin, right? This is not, you want the content to be fit within the page. Page is there. Within the page, how many spaces? Right side, left side, or top, or what? Bottom. Page margins. This is page margin, and within the page your content will be displayed. And within the page, how you display the content? Suppose if it is a paragraph, so paragraph will have a margin. Paragraph will have what? Margin. But is it, are you defining any paragraph? No, you just define the content. How can you tell it is a paragraph? Then again you set the margins for the specific paragraph, right? that you'll see again. Okay, but this is about which one? Body. So body. Then next one is, okay, next one is, okay, now up to this clear, right, everyone? Right. Now next one is, within the body, you use so many elements, right? Within the body, you use so many elements to represent what? Content. Use so many elements to represent the content. Lot of elements you'll use it to represent the content. Suppose you may represent the content in the form of tables. You may represent the content in the form of paragraph. You may represent the content in the form of what? Image. You may represent the content by using some headers. Lot of things will be there in what? Body. But how you organize that content? For that, you'll be using which elements? Semantic elements, right? So whenever you are developing any website, you have to follow certain rules and regulations. Okay. Now you have so many semantic elements, and within that, one element is called which one? What is the name of the element? Header. Header. What is the name of the semantic element here? Header. Header. Beginning of the header, and what here? End of the header. Now when these semantics are introduced from HTML5, semantics are introduced in HTML5, but before that you don't have any, okay, before that you don't have any semantics, right? Semantics are not there. So it means those pages are not SEO friendly. But now semantics are introduced in HTML5. Now whenever you want to define the headers, every web page will have the header, right? Now if you want to see uh, some layouts, you can just go for, if you want to see some layouts of any website, right? What you can do is, you can just go to Bootstrap. Here you find what? Themes. So themes are nothing but ideas. Okay. Now these are the different themes. These are different themes you can find. Okay. These are the ideas from where you can start developing what? Pages. This is how you start developing pages, right? These are called as a themes. So all these are called themes here. For example, if you take any example, suppose if you take any example of this, okay, for example, assume that some example if you see, suppose example if you see this website team e-commerce template, okay, now just to see launch live preview. If you see this preview here, now you can see, now if you see this one, now this is a part, okay, this part is called as which part here? Header. This part is called as which part here? Header part. So what is there in header? Generally, what is there in header? In the header, what do you have? This is called which one? This is called as which one? Navigation. What this is having? Navigate, not menu bar. Don't say menu bar. Okay, this is called as which one? Navigation. Navigation. This is navigation from one place to another. So this is called as a navigation bar. This is called as a navigation bar. And it is also having which one? It is also having which one? What is this cell? Cell is what here? It is called as which logo? It is called as the company logo or company what? Name. It is a company logo or company name. And it is also having which details? Sometimes they are displaying which details? Contact details. And they are also providing some offers. They are also providing some offers or not? Yes, it is also displayed as a part of which one? Header. Generally, when you're talking about header, this complete part is called as which one? Header. Header. So this header, you define it. This header, you define it. Any website you take. Just visit these websites. Just go to this website. What is the name of this? Get Bootstrap. Just go to Get Bootstrap. Here, you find a lot of ideas. Suppose you want to practice, right? Suppose some people say, I want to practice. Where to practice, how to practice. You should get some idea, right? Okay, I want to develop one page. How to develop it? From where I should start it? Now, if you see, this you can call it as which one? Header. This is called as a header, where you have a prophy and you have a messages, lawyers, contractor. So this is called as which one? Header. So what header contain? Tell me, what header contain? What header content? See, you can visit this Teams. I'm just placing this address here. I'm just placing the address here. So where you find some themes or ideas. So header is a, yeah, just here. Header is a semantic tag. Header is a semantic tag which is introduced. Okay, which is introduced in HTML 5.0. Header is a semantic tag and introduced in HTML 5.0. So header tag, header tag or element, header tag or element is used to define header tag or header element is used to define what header only. So I don't change the meaning, right? Header tag or element is used to define the header, which consists of which consists of which consists of what it consists of? Navigation. What it consists of? Navigation. What it consists of? Title. What it consists of? Title. Or it consists of what here? Logo. All this information is as a part of, yes. It consists of some information like what? Login. Okay, sign in. Okay, sign in, sign up. All this that is called as navigation, right? Sign in, sign up. Okay, this complete information will be there as a part of which one? Header. So header. But every page will have what here? Header. I said no. Header. Header is a semantic tag which is introduced in HTML 5.0, and header tag or element used to define what? Header, which consists of navigation, title, some logo, sign in, sign up. All this information you find as a part of which one? Header. Header. See, if you want anything, you want to see it, just open this website where you can find all the themes, right? You find all the themes here. So whichever theme you want, you just open it and just to see, and you can start doing it, right? But here we have not come across this much. We have not come across this much. Suppose if you see this, what is the name of this fresh cut? This is a fresh cut, right? Now this fresh cut is having some symbols or not? Say there is a symbol. What is a symbol? Bell icon. What is a symbol? Sign up. What is a symbol? Order. What is a symbol? Shopping cart. Cart symbol. These are called as which one? Icons. These are called as a icons. These icons. How to display these icons? How to display these icons? These are icons or not? Yes. Icons are some special bootstrap. These are icons are nothing but some special bootstrap font. These are called as special bootstrap font. Okay, all these are predefined. You don't require to define this. I'll tell you how to install this bootstrap icons and how to use these icons as a part of your web page. As a part of your web page. See, whatever you want, you cannot add inside what? Header. Whatever you want, you cannot add inside the header. Suppose I said it is having a company logo. Okay, logo is nothing but, is it a big image? You put an image inside the header? No. Generally, header means which is used to identify the content of what page. That you call it as which one? Header. Okay, now even in the header, you can also put, what is it I said? Navigation, title, logo, sign in, sign up. Okay, you can also put which bar? What is that? Search bar, search bar. All this you can put as a part of which one? Header. But you don't put a big image in the part of which one? Header. Header is used to identify which one? Content. What I can do within the page that I should identify it by seeing which one? Header. But you don't put everything inside what? Header. Content cannot put inside what? Header. Footer cannot put inside what? Header. No. So the things which are used to identify the content of the web page, that you write inside what? Header. Example is navigation. Okay, navigation. Suppose if you open, suppose if you open Flipkart or anything, right? Suppose if you open Flipkart or anything, okay, you find the header here also, right? You can find the header. Which part is called as a header? Or which part is a header now? Second line or first line? First line. First line is called as which one? Header. You can see Flipkart Explore Plus, and here you have a searching brands, and you have a login, and you have a cart. You have what? Become a seller, and you also have a navigation or not? Yes. So this is called as which part? Header part. But this is not called as header. This is not called as a header. This is called as which one? Header. Getting on or not? So if you want, you can put, but generally every page will have how many headers? Only one header. One header. Only one header, but you don't have multiple headers, right? Then now you are writing the header with this particular syntax. You are writing header. This is the beginning of the header, and this is what here? End of the header. So how can I define the headings, right? For example, yes. Now I want to define the headings, right? Header means which contains some information which is used to identify what? Content. That you are writing in what? Header. Are the operations which can be performed within the page. Even that also you can define in what? Header. Operations which can be performed on the page. Even that also you define inside what? Header. That also you define inside the header, right? Yes. Let me tell you about defining these headers, right? Yes. Now first I'll tell you, for example, I want to insert, I just want to tell you, I want to insert these icons, right? I want to insert these icons. Which icons? Bell icon, sign up icon, order icon, shopping cart icon. How can I get these icons? How can I get these icons? How to install? Yes. Before this, because I want to develop one sample header with like this. I want to display, I want to develop one sample header with like this. If I want to develop like this, I require some, if I want to develop like this, I require some icons. I require some icons. How to install? How to install? How to install which icons? How to install the bootstrap icons? How to install the bootstrap icons? So these are the icons. These are called which icons? Bootstrap icons. You can see that. Now to install this bootstrap icons, there are different ways out there. There are different ways of installing the icons or installing libraries. Installing icons or installing library. Is it this is one library or not? Yes. It is one library. Bootstrap icon is what? One library. So this library I'm installing as a part of my project. I'm installing this library as a part of my project. Then how can I install this library as a part of my project? For example, if you want to manage the libraries, when you're developing a web project, you'll use some managers which are called as a package which are called as what? Package managers. If you want to manage the libraries, the web project uses what? Package managers. With the help of this package managers, you can manage what? Packages. Packages are nothing but what here? Libraries. It's nothing but installing the packages, uninstalling the packages, downloading and installing the packages. These are done by using which one? Package managers. But most of the web developers, they use one package manager called NPM. NPM. What is NPM stands for? Node Package Manager. What is this NPM stands for? Node Package Manager. But this Node Package Manager, I should install it or not? Yes. But how can I get this Node Package Manager? I can get this Node Package Manager by installing. Who will provide this Node Package Manager? Node.js. What do you have to do? You have to install. Which one you have to install? Node.js. You have to install one software. Which software you have to install? Node.js. When you install the Node.js, but actually we are not using Node.js because Node.js is server side, right? Okay, we are not using Node.js, but when I install the Node.js, I required one tool. What is that tool I required? NPM. But when I get the NPM, when I install what? Node.js. By using this NPM, what I can do? I can manage all the libraries. Getting or not? Now I'll tell you. Otherwise, I'll tell you in the next class how to set up your project by installing which icons? Bootstrap icons, by installing Node.js, and how to work with this NPM. I'll discuss all these things in detail, but not today yet, but we'll see on Monday, right? Because this will take some time. I'll explain this in the next class, right? Thank you, right? Header, it is not header.